binding together and of a healthy society in this new era. Now the integration of women in the leadership of society and in other systems of human life is becoming necessary, and the female nature and drive to create a supportive and embracing environment will be expressed largely in the society in creating a healthy bonding between people. So this was just a little bit introduction to how good and how great women are. And now just to tell you a few facts about how we are contributing in balancing a better society. That is what Bakshi sir told me. The talk about how we balance and make a better society. Okay. So let me start off. There was a lovely picture here which unfortunately I couldn't show it to you. So this women, we are the foundation of a family. But then I won't be able to speak. So we are the foundation of a family. We are the nature and the nurture of a family. Let me explain. A family is the unit of a society, and happy families form a happy society. We all agree to that. These societies then form nations, and nations form universe. So we are the unit of that universe. We are so important. You can decide for yourself how important women are for this world. How are we the nature and the nurture? How are we the nature and the nurturer? Happiness and wellness in or of a family is directly dependent on a mother's nature and attitude. This is a very important fact. As a psychologist, I deal with this every time. Whenever a parent brings a child to me for counseling, my first session is usually with the mother and the father. The mother has to be there. A happy mom is a happy parent and will have happy children. There's no doubt about that. And a stressed mom will have stressed children. Stress is contagious. So is happiness. This is a very bitter pill, and we have to swallow it and wake up to be happy moms and happy parents. The meals and the meal time in a family for the various family members is a part of a woman's agenda, a very important part. She is thus the nurturer of the family, of the whole family. Now she earns as well. As William Shakespeare said, the world would be imperfect without the presence of a woman. He also said, you cannot be a couple if one of us has to carry the other on his shoulder. You cannot also be a couple if either one of us tramples on the other. So it would be better if we are walking side by side with respect and love. It could be a long walk together. It could be a long walk together if we use respect, esteem and love for each other. It's not okay to be a superwoman. It's not okay to be a superwoman, and we should not try to be one either. Because in the quest, in the process of trying to be a perfect wife and a perfect mother in our homes and a perfect employee in our workplaces, we are statistically speaking burning ourselves out. Burnout is a step ahead of stress. A recent survey has shown that 74% of mothers say that the stress levels have increased since they started a family, while 1/3 of the mothers say that they are constantly tired and the pressures of keeping up with children, housework, career is taking its toll. So, while I still believe that I can have it all as a woman, I have to come to the realization that it just may not be all at once. So you cannot have it all, everything at once. We have to realize that and take care of ourselves. Despite progress, women still bear heavier load than men in balancing work and family. This is on record. This has been researched. One reason mothers are more likely than fathers to say it's harder to get ahead in workplace, because women are much more likely than men to experience a variety of family-related career interruptions. We have to bear with it. We are more sensitive to it, and we have to cope up with the family problems which come up. So, what is the priority for us? The priority model which I cater to is the first is the self, the I. Then comes the family, your children, your spouse, your significant others and your chores at home. And then comes work on that list. And work is your organization, your colleagues, your skills, your time management, whatever. So, if I am happy, if I am stress-free, if I am mentally healthy, I am going to have a family around me who's going to be happy and mentally healthy. But if I'm stressed, if I'm irritated, if I'm yelling, my family is also going to be stressed. So I have to look after myself first, and myself is my mental health. So give that the priority. So your mental health, automatically a happy family, and when you go out with a happy attitude and a happy family into the workplace, you're going to do marvelous work there. So that is the priority. So what should you do to improve your eye, friends? Number one, as I said, your happiness and well-being should be your priority. Your self-esteem should always be high up. And by self-esteem means what you think of yourself, not what your others tell you who you are or what you are. Your emotional quotient should be very high. Emotional quotient is your ability to bear the emotions of yourself and of others, how to cope up with them. We should be very resilient. Resilient is our inner strength. The metal in us which makes us different from people who are weak-hearted. So we should be very resilient. We should build up ourselves in resilience. We should be de-stressed. We should learn to accept others. This is very important. This is one criteria which is going to make us stress-free. Accept each other or problems as they are when they happen at the present moment. I have had an accident. I have to accept that it has happened, and then I have to plan ahead what to do next. But if I keep on saying कि क्यों हुआ, कैसे हुआ, ऐसा नहीं होना था, I'm going to be stressed. So be flexible, be adaptable, be assertive. Assertive means learn to say no at the right time to the right person. And of course, learn to communicate well about your health, about your feelings, and about your well-being and whatever you want. A working woman should have the right balance of achievement in knowledge of herself, as I said, to fulfill her multiple roles of a mother, spouse, sister, daughter or so on, and complete knowledge of her organization and her external environment and the dangers there so that she can function well at work. And now, most important, do not fall into media or society traps. What do I mean by that? Women should not fall into the trap of the conditioning of the society. Society already has some belief about us, how we should be, how we should dress, how we should look. So we should not fall into the trap of conditioning of a society that wants women to adhere to the idea that this society has made for them. It is a situation of great confusion between who you actually are and what society wants of you. So try to, analyze and choose between that. Who you are, what you want to be, and what society wants from you. The messages of the media paint a picture of female stereotypes, which is out of reality. And the woman who tries to imitate these stereotypes built for the needs of the market is losing her essence of womanhood. So don't cater to what the society wants from you, what the advertisements are saying about you, what the people who want to sell different things are saying about what you should look like. Be happy in what you actually are. That is self-esteem. And a lot of repression has made women so irritable, especially the youth. They have become so irritable. They are not accepting the reality. They are so much confused by the outer world that sometimes they become the extreme opposite, and they forget what the wonderful nature a woman has, and in search of her identity in such cases, she tries missing looking like a woman and tries to look more like a man. So be in high self-esteem, love yourself as you are, be yourself. Just 2 minutes more. So my message for the woman is, be proud to be the nature and the nurturer, to be a woman, to be female, to be Shakti. And if nature wants it, even to be a mother, since the divine has granted the woman a part of his or her power, that of creation. So say no to any kind of discrimination or abuse. Be assertive. The woman's role is to maintain her good mental and physical health and consciousness. to maintain the unity and the peace in the family, to bring up the children with awareness, and working with flexibility as much as the time factor can allow you to be comfortable for yourself and for your family. Do not be a perfectionist. Share your work and take help. My message for men is, preserve the life of humankind. Be happy in your job and enable women to perform her duties. Respect, support and protect her. Do not subdue or take the joy of being a woman from her. Respect and protect the woman, because Mother Nature, or Prakriti as we call it, has given you the physical strength, the courage and the capacity for this important and challenging role. Share work at home with your female colleagues in office. Be polite, kind, empathetic to your partner's needs and desires. To respect the mother who gives life is to respect life itself. Thank you. This is Dr. Sona from Pari Foundation.